So you're playing squad, having fun, and suddenly the worst happens. Now you don't have to get all sad and put a barrel in your mouth. All you have to remember is to embrace the insurgent lifestyle, which is to become the weapon yourself, my brother. Look at this. And now that you're dead, you can become that coveted squad lead position. It's really simple. All you have to do is switch over to the squad lead kit. In this case, I'm choosing the CCO, Close Quarter Combat Optics, choosing a spawn position. And now that I have all this stuff, I get this fancy little G button. It's a squad lead chat. Good luck. You should get ready for some old school style COD lobbies because it gets a little dicey in there. So again, good luck. But now that you're alive again, what you're going to want to do is double tap 6 or scroll down to get the rally point, find the nearest green person, run over to them. You should have this little bag that you can see at the bottom of the screen, and drop your rally. Now, congratulations, you're better than 70% of all other squad leaders that have ever existed. Now, I know what you're thinking. I want to do some cool shit. I want to do CQB. I want to blow stuff up and be tactical, you know, do all the squad things, you know, be super effective. And for that, we're going to have to go back to the basics, the squad basics. Now, we're going to start off with probably the lamest class, the marksman. Everybody wants to be, you know, super excited in marksman gameplay, but this is kind of what it's like. Yeah, that's super fun. Let's get a replay of that. Just super exciting roll, just super cool. Bang, there he goes. Now the point of a marksman for me is to really just be a spotter, kind of just let them do their own thing because they're never going to be around the squad anyways, you know. In this case, you can see me spotting some enemy infantry on the map, and this is good not only for you but for friendly players, because now that you mark this infantry, the armor, or whatever else the marksman spots, they know it's there, and you know, information is power in this game. It makes a long way. Now the next thing I want to talk about is the automatic rifleman role, and everybody's going to want to do is just hold down that trigger. Super exciting. They just want to bullets out, you know, fucking rocket over the head, explosions, cool. But it's a little more nuanced to playing machine gun classes, mostly because a lot of players, especially new players, are just going to hold the trigger down, and in this case I show you what it's like when they hold it down. Clearly just not hitting shit. That recoil is just going way up. So what you're going to want to do is have them on 3 to 5 second bursts. And I know it doesn't sound like it, but if you look at the muzzle flash of this me firing, it's, you know, 3 short iterations. But you can already see that targets go down way more, way faster, especially those 150 to, the 75 to 100 meter targets. So just make sure that when you have your automatic riflemen out there that they're kind of doing these burst control fires, and I'm going to show you an example here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit to kind of show you what I mean, but if you see, like, this was just a clip from earlier, I'm just kind of doing these short suppressive bursts. A, it makes their ammo last a lot longer, and B, it just makes them way more accurate. So when you're trying to be tactical, just make sure your automatic riflemen are following these, because I've probably killed at least 10 dudes here. I'm not even joking. And with this suppressive fire, you can have friendly infantry move up. As you can see on the corner of the screen here, you got some guys moving up. Really cool. Next, we're going to talk about probably my favorite class is the anti-tank roles. Who doesn't love explosions? I mean, watch this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, kaboom! Super fun explosion. Here's another fun explosion. Thing to know about lats though, and specifically we don't want to worry about hats, that lats don't do any damage to heavy armor. If we see there's no dead there, no dead tank, you're gonna run over there, your guy's gonna die. Lat, no effective versus tank, right? What we want to do is we want to do a mobility kill. What that means is you want your lats to aim for the tracks. As you can see, not dead, more dead, not do nothing. Guy can get away. There's a bit of a smoke cloud. And with that, your crewmen are going to want to get out. So, you know, you have time to pop a couple frags over by them, probably kill that crewman. And now that tank is effectively stuck until a hack can come around. So just make sure that your lats are trying for mobility kills on heavy armor and actual kills on light armor, techies, and up armored vehicles. But Leaky, that doesn't fucking tell me how to be effective in combat. That just tells me what the roles do. Are you telling me I have to figure out what the roles do in order to be effective in combat? Come on. Yeah, I hear you. So I don't know, maybe here's you, and I don't know, here's some fucking enemies, and maybe they're really smart. So here's some more enemies down south covering their flank. and your whole team's dying, what can you do? The answer is probably nothing, because nothing is going to happen. So the answer is to do something instead of just nothing, which means be dynamic. So you're going to take this fucking bucket of bolts, this piece of shit with all the PMCS's, goddamn turret never fucking works, and the goddamn turret fucking knob always fucking unscrews for some reason, so you're just left with the goddamn, not freaking important, okay? Point is, you're gonna start up here, you're gonna come down on like oil rig, okay? Maybe you're really shitty, you're gonna flip the vehicle like at least once, maybe twice. That's gonna waste at least 45 seconds. Your team's gonna wonder what you're doing over there. You're gonna yell that several times. Finally, you're moving south, chugging along, everything's fine, you know. Then the best thing happens. You get ambushed by an enemy vehicle, just like this.
I feel like they'll just have a vehicle up here.
Rush roulette.
There it is! But somehow you're able to get past. You remember that thing from earlier, you get that rally down, you're able to flank effectively, the flags are going to disappear, and you're going to win the game. And congratulations, trooper, you've learned how to squad lead. There shouldn't be any questions because I obviously covered everything. So sort of recap, all you're going to do is tell your machine guns to do 3 to 5 second bursts. You're going to have your lats do mobility kills, your marksmen scout for you. You're going to do anything to capture the point. And I mean, literally just try anything. And if it works, it works. Don't do meta stuff. It doesn't work unless it works, in which case it works. But that's the point of being dynamic. And like I said, I answered already all your questions. So don't have any questions in the comments. But if you do, I guess I'll read them or whatever. Anyways, bye.